Hello and welcome to a special edition of the IAA Mobility Visionary Club. We're here at the Munich Urban Collab on the sidelines of the Future Tech Days. Startups and corporates are coming together, sharing ideas, energy, and synergy. Today, we are talking with a special guest about why startups and medium-sized companies need to work together. Barbara Engels, you are a senior economist at the German Economic Institute. Thank you for being here with us today.
Thanks for the invitation. It's great.
It's great to get some economic analysis and perspective because you're not a startup or a corporate, so you have the 30,000-foot view to say, here's what's actually going on. So let me start with a broad question. How important are startups and how do you even begin to measure their impact on the German economy?
Well, they contribute essentially to an economy's success. They generate ideas, they create jobs, they create innovation, they generate demand and consumer options. And oftentimes they also help established companies cope with challenges like digitalization, for example. However, it's super difficult to measure their impact. Of course, you can try to try to correlate GDP growth and the number of startups and check if there's a positive correlation, and there certainly is. But the impact is so much more than just GDP growth. We would need like an array of indicators to even approximate the impact, and still we would underestimate the true value of startups.
Okay, so put on your senior economist hat for a second. Big impact, medium impact, little impact?
Large impact.
Large impact, okay.
Huge impact.
These are terms that even I can understand. Yeah. Why should startups actively seek to collaborate with medium-sized companies? What is it about medium-sized companies?
Well, yeah, they should definitely make it a top priority to collaborate with small and medium-sized companies. They can benefit immensely from it. I used to work in Tel Aviv. My job was to connect Mittelstand German SMEs with Israeli startups. And
cool.
I could see like firsthand how the energy evolved between two partners that are super different, but that they have complementarities, and there's so much benefit for both of them.
That's fascinating. I know Tel Aviv has a really vibrant startup scene. Munich also has a cool startup scene. What's required to accomplish a stronger collaboration between startups and SMEs in Germany? And give us specific actions, Barbara, like what needs to happen?
Let's see how specific I can be. Okay. Well, first of all, they need to know about each other, so they need to meet.
Okay,
so
meet. Step one.
Preferably in person. Okay. So I think you cannot overestimate the value of an after-work beer drunk on the sidelines of a conference.
Yeah.
So we have to ensure that the action spaces of startups and SMEs overlap more often. We have to strengthen intermediaries like universities, associations, digital platforms that build these action spaces.
So you have to meet, preferably in person. Barbara, this is sounding a lot like dating, right? Like there is a parallel there. You
Trial and error.
There you go, yeah. Will startups become the main driver for innovation in Germany? What's the economic outlook?
Well, they won't become the main driver because there will be no main driver. There will be an entire network of drivers who are dependent on each other. SMEs are the backbone of the German economy, but in order to stay competitive and innovative, they need to cooperate with startups. Digitalization requires that SMEs renew and rethink their processes, but also their business models, and they do this best by cooperating with the startups, because startups breathe renewal, breathe innovation, they breathe digitality.
I know that digitalization is a particular area of focus for you. Which particular areas within digitalization does Germany really need more innovation?
Well, a great deal would already be achieved if we were to exploit the opportunities that digitalization already offers us today. Take the data economy, for example. Many companies in Germany, they have large amounts of data. They hoard data treasures without even knowing it. They simply don't use it. But they could improve through data analysis, and they could improve their processes, develop new products, make better decisions. But they simply do not know, and we have a study about that. Only 1/4 of German companies knows how to efficiently use their data. So
wow,
yeah.
So there's a lot of potential there that's untapped.
Yeah, a lot of untapped potential, and data is everywhere. everything. We just need to harness it.
Yeah. Let me ask you a personal question to close things out. You're an economist, you're specializing in digitalization, you work a lot with startups, SMEs. Where does your passion to do this come from? Why is this your chosen field?
I think this is something from Tel Aviv also. Like, I'm totally passionate about digitalization, and I learned it from this vibrant city, and I think there's a lot of potential there, and I made it my task to find out how we can shape digitalization such that economy and society benefit from it in a sustainable fashion. And one way of doing it is to foster cooperation between SMEs and startups.
And the best way to do that is an after-work drink. You heard it first from Barbara Engels, Senior Economist at the German Economic Institute. Thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you. Let's have a beer.
All right, I'll meet you at the bar. If you want to have a beer with us, well, you can't, but you can subscribe to our channel and join our other Visionary Club videos. We'd love to get your ideas for suggestions on topics, guests, and who we should be talking to next. It was great having you with us. I'll see you soon.